You have to believe me when I say there are so many wonderful spots to eat along Water Street. Something for every taste, really, and occasion. Maybe out to dinner with a family, or drinks after a show, or coffee with a friend. And that reminds me, I got a date back at Rocket. I couldn't imagine going to St. John's one more time without meeting up with this fella. He is renowned. Hey, you're renowned. Andrew James O'Brien, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm great because we're at one of the spots that you told me you love to come for coffee, and we're having coffee.
Absolutely. Rocket Bakery.
Okay, so how are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm actually just getting ready to head out of town for some shows. And
we stole him. He's like, I have no time to meet you now, but we made time. You made time for us.
Absolutely.
But you're always busy now with your awesome award-winning debut album, that's Songs for Searchers, and constantly touring, I bet.
I've been doing that now almost 2 years, working on new songs now.
Lots of stuff going on, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, talk to me. Give me some scoop.
I guess one of the big things is I was signed in the UK. So I'm on a label over there called Western Songs, and with distribution through Universal.
Shout out Western Songs.
Yeah.
Right?
You never know, they might be picking this up over there. So I've done 2 tours over there now, and I've got another one in April with Paul Brady, who is a hero of mine.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, now, and you toured with Amelia Curran, is that right?
I did.
How did that go?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I've been a big fan of hers for a long time, and she just put out her album Spectators, so I did 5 shows with her in Ontario, and her album release here in St. John's. And actually my partner Catherine plays in Amelia's band, and so she got to go right across the country. It's great.
I always think St. John's, is it per capita the most talented city? Like, what's the deal there?
I'm definitely biased.
Are you? Yeah.
But I mean, it is true. There are so many talented people, and so many talented people that choose to be under the radar that you'll never know about, you know? And I think that's one of the kind of charming and redeeming qualities of the music scene here. And the other thing is that people are so welcoming and warm, you know? I think it's a really great kind of close-knit community, and I think we represent ourselves pretty well abroad.
For sure, indeed. Okay, now listen, you gave us the scoop on Rocket Bakery. Just if there's anyone out there watching, give us like 1 or 2 other places they gotta go to when they come to St. John's, or even Newfoundland and Labrador.
Sure. Well, in St. John's, one of my favorite places is a little kind of vintage store called Rosie Rebel.
That's down the street.
Just down the road. And I get all my kind of like cowboy shirts there. They're amazing. The staff is great, and really kind of cool.
New
vintage
though,
clothing.
right?
It is new, yeah. Okay. They've not even been there quite a year yet.
Oh, wow.
And they're awesome. I spend too much money there.
Nice.
And I think in Newfoundland, personally, one of my favorite places in the world is Corner Brook, which is where I kind of started playing music.
Okay.
And where I went to theater school. That whole coast, the whole west coast is amazing. Bombay, Grossmorn, all that area. A lot of fond memories and really close friends from out that way. Sherman Downey being one, who you know, I'm sure. Yeah, other than that, I mean, St. John's as a whole
You can't beat it.
It's amazing. I love it. Yeah.
Well, we can't beat this fella. We're so glad you made the time.
My pleasure.
I'm going to give you a big toast and cheers. Godspeed. Have a great tour.
Thank you very much.
It's Andrew James O'Brien. What a lovely fella. And I want to show you this lovely new video from Andrew for 2 reasons, really. The first, it co-stars his phenomenal partner, Catherine Allen. And 2, because it was filmed by the team from Heavy Weather right inside O'Brien's music store. And that's where we're off to next. Everywhere on our site, you say, where would you like to shop? O'Brien's always comes up. And ladies and gentlemen, Gordon O'Brien, how are you?
Pretty good, thank you, Stephanie.
Is that true? I caught you. What are you working on now? Be honest.
I'm working on a set of reeds for a button accordion, doing some tuning for a customer from BC.
Is that true?
British Columbia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they come in here and buy it, or did they go, I need an accordion, and they called you and you're going to
Well, he already had his accordion, but some of his reeds are out of tune. So he shipped us his 3 reed blocks, and we put them in an accordion that we have here, and now we will fine-tune them and ship them back to him.
Unbelievable. So you have customers everywhere.
Yes, we do, yes. Yeah. Our mail order list now stretches from Australia and New Zealand to lots of places in Europe, Germany, Switzerland, Sweden, and it's mostly internet sales.
Is that true?
CDs, Newfoundland CDs, yes.
All right. Well, now I want to just say this up front, because as old as this story is, now it's 1908, is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's when the O'Brien family moved in.
Okay. As a music store?
No.
Right. Now, pay close attention now. Mr. O'Brien's going to tell you something you're going to want to need to know.
That's right. My great Aunt Ive owned the building, and she operated a small 5-room hotel, and it was called the Ivy Hotel. And she raised my father, because he was orphaned when he was 2, and that was in 1922, I think it was. He was born. And when she passed away in 1939, he took it over. But it was his aim to have a music store, not a hotel. So all during the war and previous to Confederation, Dad bought and sold used instruments and serviced them and made a dollar on it, and then bought another guitar and put strings on that and sold it and so on.
Wow, and it's been going on ever since.
Yes.
Okay, now what can you play? Because there's instruments all over the place. What are you good at?
I play guitar mostly, but I can play all of the instruments good enough to give a demonstration on them.
Nice.
Yes.
My mom bought a guitar here, and she said that she threatened to come out and play it in front of your store. And you were very kind and said you'd let her, but I think you've heightened security around the perimeter, haven't you?
Well, yeah, that's usually to keep the crowds away when there are people entertaining in front of the store.
Well, that's it. Now, entertainers come here, and I always say that's a good sign of a great store if people who love music and play it come to your shop. But really, everyone comes here.
Well, yeah, everyone does. We have just that personal touch and a down-home feel to it. People enjoy coming in. There's no pressure to buy anything. We just assume people would come in and say hello and have a look around and go on. But people feel comfortable coming in, and they love to stand around and chat. Not everybody wants to buy something. So we're happy with that.
Come and see this charming fellow and his son, Mr. O'Brien. O'Brien's Music, you got to come here. And now we're going to give out some free stuff. I've got 2 fabulous CDs. I've got a signed copy of Andrew James O'Brien's Songs for Searchers. It was so great to meet him. And I'm meeting up with Chris Andrews from Shanneyganock in just a bit. I got a copy of their latest, a Newfoundland musical tribute to the McNulty family. That's signed too. Both discs are award-winning in their own right, and just to make our prize pack complete, I've got a marvelous mug from the good folks at Rocket Bakery up for grabs, and you know coffee tastes some good in that. So, to win all that loot, all you need to do is answer this question. What was the name of the first O'Brien family business on the premises? Once you know the answer, hit the website. It's www.cnbc.com. Click on the TV free stuff box and submit your answer. Think you know the answer? I hope so. All you need to do is hit the website. It's www.cnbc.com. We'll be right back with more of the show from Water Street. Okay, you think I could learn to play that in the commercial break? Or yeah. Welcome to a CNBC Rocket Bakery exclusive with world-class pastry chef Courtney Ralph. Decorating a Cake 101. Take it away, Courtney.
Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to decorate our most popular cake here at Rocket. We have our black chocolate cake with our raspberry buttercream, which is an Italian meringue buttercream with raspberries defrosted and just melted right into it to give it that beautiful color. And I've got a tip 1M with my pastry bag, and I just fill it up. And I just start by doing a really simple swirl around, just like that. And down and around and up, and around and up. And I always go this way to tuck the edge right into the next rows. And just like this. And one fit right there. One in the center. And then I grab my leaf tip, which is just a little triangle like this. And you push and pull, push, pull, push and pull, just like this, all the way around. Just to hide any cake that you can see showing there. And then on the top, fill it up a little bit like this, so it looks like a real little rose. And there you have it. That's all it takes.
And now you know how to decorate a cake thanks to world-class pastry chef Courtney Ralph. Thanks a lot, Courtney.
Thank you.
We've got time for one last stop on our Water Street adventure. You know, in our Cool People profiles, we ask the folks, where's your favorite place to grab a pint? And I wish I had a quarter for every time we get the answer, Erins Pub. And one fellow liked it so much, he bought it. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Andrews. How are you? you?
I'm well, thank you. One of the fellows that bought it.
That's right. You and someone named Bob Hall. Now, what does he do?
I think he's an accordion player.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bob Hallett, a Great Big Sea. Of course, Chris Andrews, an institution musically in his own right, is Shanneyganock. And you're like the most popular guy on campus now, I bet.
I don't know about that, but it's great to be able to sit here on the stage where, Shanneyganock started and Great Big Sea started. And now me and Bob can be able to do our turn and helping other young artists get their start.
Right. Okay, and now we literally are sitting on this tiny triangle
Tiny thing,
and it's going away because now you not only are you two new owners, but you're coming in here with a whole new vision, and this is pretty much the last time anyone's going to see it look like this.
Yes, pretty much. Now after this week, we'll be doing a remake on the inside, starting there, and the stage will be moving, and the old famous stage will be gone. But where we move it in our new stage, I'm sure we'll get just as famous again because we're lucky that we have a lot of our friends popping in to do shows, and we got a lot of great new young talent coming up. So the pub got a great outlook.
I mean, everybody from Ennis to the Dardanelles, everybody's like, you got to go to Erins, you got to go to Erins. How long has this been here, though?
This is 27th year that Erins has been here. It was started in 85 or 86 by Ralph O'Brien from the Sons of Erin. Ralph was sort of similar to myself, I guess. He played for a long time, and he just wanted to have a place in his hometown where he could go have a beer and play a few tunes, and that's sort of what I was looking for. And it's grown, and it's amazing how the pub has become such an institution and a brand. And the reason that is, I think, is because of Ralph and the music that came out of here. Yeah. And
there's a real vibe. You go into a local and you say, "Oh, I want to be going there." And it's not huge.
No, it's not big at all. It's the beauty part of the pub. We're a 100-person pub.
Yeah.
But it's nice and tight and it's close, and there's all kinds of different people come here. You don't know who you're going to run into, or from artists or actors or businessmen or politicians or guys who work down the street in the garage, or it's great. Everyone gets along together, and it's when you come through the doors, everybody's just the same. Just someone out for a bit of fun.
Well, we sure had fun on Water Street. If you'd like to watch this show again or see any other episode of See and Be Seen, visit www.bellalliant.net. They're all there, on demand. And to see our extended version of Chef Mark McCrow's Aqua Benny, check out the Cool People profiles and see other great features on today's guests, visit the website at www.candbeseen.com. Do a search on the subject matter and enjoy. What a day we've had on Water Street. Chris, you should have been with us all day, man.
I wish I was. Next time I'll come.
I'll call ya. I'm holding them to it. All right. Again, thanks for watching CNBC, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Chris.
Anytime.
This is sweet. This is local.
That's some good old Black Horse.